Namaste. Today we are going to present very disturbing facts with proofs about the Tirumala-Tirupati-Laddu controversy and the acts of the then Chief Minister, YSRCP Party Chief Jagan Reddy. Because it's very evident Jagan Reddy is trying to politicize this entire issue, but it is a religiously sentimental issue. People across the world, some crores of devotees across the world worship Lord Balaji and they have highest faith in Lord Balaji. But Jagan Reddy always tried to play with that faith, play with that belief system of all these devotees. Here we are going to present before you certain facts. First and foremost thing, Jagan Reddy says we are not related to anything. Our board has done nothing wrong. We have done a lot of we have got a lot of revolutions in Tirumala Tirupati during our regime, which is an absolute lie. I'll tell you why. Because this is the one of the document which shows how vengeful Jagan Reddy was on Lord Balaji. Here is a document from the procurement wing of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana, wherein the board, TTD board passes on a resolution number 220 dated 28th December 2019, apart from the regular conditions, because the regular conditions would be like for the procurement of cow ghee, the regular conditions are like the moisture content should be so much, there should be no live or dead insects in it, no contamination. These are all the regular conditions. Apart from this, they said because there are no bidders as such, only repeated people are doing the bidding and going for tenders, we need to expand the horizon of the tender. So we'll go for new amendments in the tender eligibility criteria. So they formed an expert committee, they formed a committee for that constituted by so and so people, and then they took some recommendations from that particular committee. For which, see, for ghee to be procured for TTD, they invite tenders across the country, both from national dairies and the state operated dairies as well. And they also take it from southern region apart and also in the form of tin. So there are certain conditions for dairies which are participating in the tender at the national level, and also different conditions for the dairies at the state level. So for the dairies which are operating and are bidding for this particular tender from the national level, the existing tender conditions were such as condition number 18, which would talk about the dairy should have been operational at least for the past 3 years, which they changed it to only 1 year. I don't know why. What made Jagan Reddy do this? Or what made the other people do this? Again, condition number 19, the dairy should have been collecting at least 4 lakh liters of cow milk per day for the last 1 year. This particular condition is completely removed. Again, condition number 20, which talks about a processing capacity, they should also have a processing capacity of minimum of 8 tons cow milk fat or ghee in excess of their regular thing, which is also removed. And condition number 21 talks about a particular the FSSI conditions and all that, and also present records of procurement to the tune of at least 12 tons of cow milk fat equivalent per day, which they have again reduced to 8 tons. Now, condition number 72, which is a very crucial condition, they have said earlier condition would talk about annual turnover of the firm should be at least 250 crores, which they reduced to 150 crores. This was for national dairies. And again, for the state dairies, for the AP dairies, they said the 3 years condition reduced to 1 year, and the condition number 19 and 20, which talks about 2 lakh liters of cow milk procurement and again 3 tons cow milk fat processing capacity, both the conditions removed, and 6 tons of cow milk fat equivalent processing capacity, even that is removed, and that is reduced to 3 tons. And condition number 72, 100 crores of annual turnover minimum, it is reduced to 50 crores. Kindly make a note of all these changes, because it's very important that we get to know what Jagan Reddy did. Now, here again, for the special cow ghee special grade through tins, if they are taking 3 years to 1 year, they have again reduced it. Condition number 19 and 20, 2 lakh liters of cow milk procurement per year at least and per day. And then again 2 tons cow milk fat processing capacity, both the conditions removed. And then 21, condition number 21, which talks about minimum 4 tons of cow milk fat equivalent per day to the tune of, present record should be showing that procurement, and this is reduced to 2 tons. And condition number 72, which talks about minimum annual turnover of 50, that they have remained it as 50. Now, if you are taking it from southern India, again they have reduced the conditions from 3 years. You can see the company must be operational at least from 3 years. They reduced it to 1 year, and all the other conditions like 2 lakh liters, 2 tons, both the conditions removed, and 4 tons to 2 tons, and 50 crores is the minimum annual turnover they are expecting. So the committee made these suggestions, expert committee or whoever has formed it, and the then TTD Devasthanam chairperson, board chairperson, Mr. Y.V. Subbareddy, he is the main one who has accepted this. Resolution number 371 dated 29th February 2020 clearly states that resolved to approve the recommendations of the committee. How and why? What was the need to do all these particular recommendations? You are talking about a product which is patented. TirumalaLaddu is a patented product. So, any tender should be quality based tender, not a cost based tender. See, if you can see here, only the financial bids need to be called for and approved. You can imagine the level of games that they have played with Lord Balaji. Here, I was showing you the alterations in the tender qualification conditions. The reason is, here if you see, cow ghee, this is a list of cow ghee tanker rejected list for the year from 2022 to 23. You can see a firm by name Alpha, Bole Baba, Vaishnavi and Premier. You have around 2 tankers from Alpha rejected, almost 5 tankers from Bole Baba rejected, and one each from Vaishnavi and Premier rejected. Why am I showing you this? Here comes the true picture of what Jagan Mohan Reddy has done during his tenure. This is the annual turnover report as per the audited financial statements of those particular firms. Alpha, of which 2 tankers were rejected in 2022 to 23, Alpha Milk Foods Private Limited, I don't know how they entered, because they could enter only because the conditions were changed. Because in the financial year 2019, their annual turnover was 205 crores, 20 it was 251 crores, 21 it was 232 crores, and 22 it was 305 crores. Again, for Bole Baba, for which almost 5 tankers were rejected, they never ever met the earlier criteria because it was reduced to 150 crores. That was the only reason that they could bid for that particular tender, or else they would not have been accepted. They would not have been qualified itself. You see 215, 187, 194, 185. So you see the game that YSRCP has played. I believe it's completely a case of complete quid pro quo. Here, Premier Agri Foods Private Limited. Why am I showing you this? Because any firm which thinks it can bid for the tender for cow ghee in Tirumala, the basic operations of that particular firm should be into dairy operations. That's one of the major conditions. But if you see here, that condition was removed. In fact, Premier Agri Foods Private Limited, the basic activity, tanning and dressing of leather, manufacture of luggage handbags, saddlery and harness. Alpha Milk Products, this is outrageous, ridiculous, I should tell you. The basic activity of them is production, processing and preservation of meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, oils and fats. For God's sake, what made you accept this company as a bidder in the first place? What was wrong with you, Y.V. Subbareddy? Why did you do this? Disgusting. Again, why am I telling you this? Karnataka Milk Production, because these are the firm. See, if any firm has to bid for that particular tender, manufacture of dairy product, this is their basic activity, this is their primary activity, this is their primary business. Only such firm should be accepted. What was wrong with you? Why did you do that? Now, Jagan Mohan Reddy is politicizing the entire event here again. As usual, he's again up to his the drama artist. He has become that most revered drama artist, I should say. He's back into his drama shoes now. The Oscar level actor of him is out now. He says, no, I completely believe Lord Venkateshwara. I'm going to go to Tirumala by walk. I'm going to go there and worship God, do puja there in Tirumala on 28th. Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, if you want to enter Tirumala, you first have to sign a declaration. A declaration. What declaration? I'll explain you. According to, as per rule number 136 of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana rules, under Act 30 of 1987, issued via GO number 311, Revenue Endowments Department, dated 9/4/1990. It's not for you or me or somebody else. It's for everybody, every non-Hindu who enters Tirumala. It is a rule. According to this, form of declaration should be furnished by any non-Hindu who enters Tirumala. You are a non-Hindu. You yourself have said that you are a Christian. So definitely if you want to enter Tirumala, you have to sign this particular declaration which says, I so and so, belonging to so and so religion, however, I have faith in Lord Venkateshwara and reverence to him and to his worship. So I may be permitted to enter the temple and have darshan of the Lord. Simple. You just have to sign a declaration. You just have to give your name, phone number and sign it and just hand it over at the Vaikuntham Q complex. What's the big deal? Why didn't you do it when you were in power? Because you were in power, you thought you were above God, you thought you could do everything out on the ground, you thought nobody could stop you, you thought nobody is above you, even God is not above you. So you said, I don't want to sign, that's my wish. You never followed the rituals of Tirumala. You never, whenever you had to give the, offer some offerings from the state government, which the chief minister was supposed to be giving. You never, according to the ritual of Tirumala, you should be accompanied by your spouse, which you never did. And also you never signed this particular declaration whenever you went to Tirumala. But this time, Jagan Mohan Reddy, you do not have a right to enter into Tirumala without signing this particular declaration. And this is not the first time that we are asking you to sign this declaration. Even in 2020, this is our National Party General Secretary and present Minister, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, who has very clearly told you, Jagan, if you want to go to Tirumala, respect the feelings of the people, respect the feelings of devotees, respect God, respect the rules and regulations and the acharas and traditions of their customs of Tirumala, kindly sign the declaration and then go. If you see, it is dated September 21, 2020, this particular tweet. We have been telling you from since then. You didn't listen to us. Now also, we advise you. In fact, I can say, we demand you that Jagan Mohan Reddy, if you want to enter Tirumala, if you want to put your step on Tirumala, you have to sign the declaration. Submit that particular declaration and then only you can enter Tirumala, or else you cannot enter Tirumala according to the rules of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana.